Hello to all you. Well, Scott Pickin, founder and CEO of Wealth Migrate, and I'm here with David Orban, who is not only a shareholder within our global wealth group, but also an advisor to our board. But more importantly, someone who's passionate about exponential technologies, blockchain, cryptocurrencies, and how technology is ultimately changing the world and solving grand challenges. So, David, it's such an honor and a privilege to be able to spend time with you here in Puerto Rico.
For me, I think the most important thing is to learn about what is possible. Today, especially, this knowledge is available to everybody. That is why I'm so excited to come and to share my knowledge, because it is actionable. Anybody who learns about the things that we are talking about can go and the same day or the day after change their lives.
Tell me, you're one of the leading venture capitalists in the space. You're a faculty member at Singularity University. That's one of the foremost technology universities in the world, sponsored by Google and Elon Musk and Amazon and the boys. Why is it so important for people to learn about this stuff now? It's some people think it's a nice to have, but it's actually a necessity now. Why is it so important?
If you were a farmer in the Middle Ages, your father was a farmer, your children and grandchildren would be farmers too. The world was changing, but very slowly. Today, the world is changing so rapidly that within your lifetimes, many generations of new technologies are going to become available, and you can leverage that, and you can leverage an advanced knowledge and experimentation of those technologies in order to design proactively how to live in a world that welcomes you, where you have a purpose, where you have open opportunities, as well as your family, your children, your community. That is why it is so important to learn about this, rather than be passive and frightened and believe that the world is an enemy and that you are powerless. You are not powerless. You are part, and you can be proactive of how we are changing the world together.
To that point, a lot of people in South Africa have anxiety at the moment, whether it's the water crisis in Cape Town, whether it's land redistribution without compensation. And ultimately, everyone wants to become global citizens. The reason that we've put on this event is to allow people to become global citizens. And what does that mean? That means that you've got a plan B, you've got peace of mind, that you've got wealth preservation, you own assets in first world countries earning a first world income. You understand how technology is working, you understand blockchain, you understand cryptocurrencies, which are Bitcoin if you don't know what that is. And really the whole purpose of this workshop is to give you the tools and to also help you create your own personalized plan. So that, I live in South Africa because I choose to. I don't have to live in South Africa. I can live anywhere I want in the world, but I choose to live in South Africa. And I tell you that I am very passionate about sharing people and knowledge like David and others that are coming to the event, because I fundamentally believe that your life will be very different when you choose to do something, not because you have to do it. And what David's going to share, and he shares all over the world, is how you can do it from a technology perspective. I'm going to show you how with technology you can become a global citizen, and you can invest in first world countries and earn a first world income owning commercial real estate in England, Australia, and America, literally from $1,000. Kevin's going to share how technology and mindset can completely change your life. Vuyisa is one of the top crowdfunding people in South Africa. By the way, Kevin is the head of the African Crowdfunding Association. They're going to share with you around how can you actually raise funding, how can you grow businesses. And then David's also going to share, which is one of the most important spaces, around cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, and ICOs. And if you don't know what an ICO is, you need to come to this event, because we're going to share with you how to do it. We're going to share with what works. We're also going to share with you what doesn't work. And if you're investing in cryptocurrencies or Bitcoin or anything like that, you really start to need to understand the fundamentals of what's working in terms of how this whole process is going about. And one of the things I'm excited about, we're actually going to have an action session. So we go to all these events and we learn and we listen, but we don't actually do. And so we're going to have an action session at the end where, bring your laptop, bring your passport and your proof of address so you can sign up and do KYCs, etc. And it will be voluntary. If you're not interested, then you can go home. But for those that want to, take the first step forward, they can actually do it. There will be live to help people actually with the participation. And to finish off, for the wealth partners, we're going to have a dinner in the evening, which is exclusively for the wealth partners, and it's going to be sort of off the record conversations around, we're all aware of what people say and do, but we want to really have some deep conversations around where's the world going and how do we do it. And I really encourage you to bring your family and your friends, because I believe that this is something essential that people need to learn. And from David's perspective, the only reason we could get him out to Africa was because of the Big Five. So you've got to be very grateful for the Big Five, because otherwise you'd be flying to Puerto Rico, where I am, while last time I saw you was in Vegas, and the time before that was Davos. So you would have to fly all over the world. But because of the Big Five, he's prepared, with his wife. We bribed him basically with his wife to come out to South Africa, and we're taking him for the Easter weekend to a Big Five game reserve. And so I really encourage you to come along. For a couple of $100 you can ultimately make a material impact on your life. And David, it's going to be awesome to have you, and I can't wait for you to share and give South Africans a different perspective on what is possible.
I am very much looking forward to it. It is going to be exciting. For me, these are as much opportunities for learning myself through the conversations, the questions that come up, as it is for the participants. And that is for me a privilege. It is what makes me going, as well as the Big Five.
Yeah, no, so look, guys, I think the most important thing is that you'll also be around like-minded people. And I've learned one thing. It's why I come to places like Puerto Rico. It's why I try and meet people like David. You want to always try and aim to be the dumbest, poorest person in the room, because that means that you're getting better, you're learning, and you're advancing. And my commitment to you is I guarantee you will add value to you, and I guarantee you will make a material impact on your life. And so I look forward to seeing you at the live events in the next couple of days. It's the 24th in Johannesburg, the 27th in Cape Town, and the 28th in Durban. And for the Wealth Partners, reach out to Kim Spencer, and she'll be able to help you. Look forward to seeing you there. Cheers.